You girls will serve the leaders and their barren wives. You will bear children for them.
The first images and footage of The Handmaid's Tale Season 6 have dropped, giving fans a sneak peek at the final chapters of the series ahead of its 2025 premiere. This upcoming season will wrap up the dystopian drama, with many characters' fates hanging in the balance as the show hurtles toward its grand finale. With Gilead's influence spreading to Canada and those still trapped in the former United States desperately trying to survive, Season 6 promises high stakes and intense tension. The images released on Instagram show June, Elisabeth Moss, Moira, Samira Wiley, Serena, Yvonne Strahovski, Luke, O.T. Fag-Benley, Nick, Max Minghella, and Aunt Lydia and Dowd in different scenarios, hinting at the drama to come. Elisabeth Moss, who plays June, also directed the first 2 episodes of the season, with David Lester directing episode 3. Cinematographer Nicola Daly captured the gripping visuals. A short teaser video from Disney Plus gives a glimpse of what's ahead. The clip, starting at 1:35, features June and Serena seemingly teaming up to help their allies escape Gilead. This could set the stage for a major shift in the story. The final moments of Season 5 saw June and Serena accidentally boarding the same train, with June holding her baby, suggesting the possibility of an unlikely alliance between these former enemies. However, while June and Serena seek safety from Gilead, Nick remains trapped and is believed to be a traitor trying to reunite with the group. Meanwhile, Luke faces trouble after being arrested for killing a Canadian citizen who attacked his wife. Moira appears to help him navigate the fallout. Back in Gilead, Aunt Lydia's role evolves as she becomes more benevolent toward the handmaidens, even recruiting Janine to spy and assist others within their ranks. These developments paved the way for The Testaments, a sequel to The Handmaid's Tale by Margaret Atwood, which introduces new dimensions for Aunt Lydia's character. The images from Season 6 hint at how the storylines from Season 5 will continue, setting the stage for a huge finale that might see everyone struggling to escape Gilead's oppressive control. With characters spread across different regions, the ultimate question remains: who will survive? The growing alliance between June and Serena could be a turning point that sets the final pieces in motion for the show's conclusion and the upcoming adaptation of The Testaments. With The Handmaid's Tale approaching its final season, Season 6 is set to deliver a lot of emotional and narrative resolution. The shocking reunion between June and Serena on the train at the end of Season 5 sets the stage for their complicated relationship to evolve. While their primary focus may initially be on achieving freedom, it seems likely that they'll eventually unite to bring down Gilead, especially with its increasing support in Canada. Their uneasy alliance, though, will probably face tension, making their cooperation all the more fraught with uncertainty. Luke's arrest, also at the end of Season 5, sets up a reversal of his story arc from Season 1. He could become central to the resistance efforts, especially in Canada, where his role might intersect with June and Serena's plans to take down Gilead. While it's unlikely that Luke will remain in prison for the entire season, his struggle for freedom and his reunion with June could lead to significant emotional and political stakes, even if it doesn't end in a happy resolution. Nick's feelings for June continue to be a source of intrigue. His declaration that he can't let her go suggests a romantic tension that could have profound consequences for him in Season 6, potentially leading to sacrifice or other intense moments of loyalty. Meanwhile, Janine's capture by the Ice adds another layer of peril, and her storyline could result in devastating consequences, deepening the stakes for the characters. With so much ground to cover, Season 6 will need to wrap up many character arcs while setting the stage for the upcoming sequel series, The Testaments. As for the series finale, it's shaping up to be a thrilling, shocking conclusion that will bring the long-running story to a close. The news that The Handmaid's Tale Season 6 will be its last marks the end of an era. Bruce Miller, the showrunner who helmed the show since its inception, will step down after Season 6, with Eric Tuchman and Yao-Lin Chang taking over as showrunners. Both Tuchman and Chang have been integral to the show from the beginning, writing key episodes and serving as co-executive producers. Given the conclusion of the main story, it's understandable that Season 6 will be the last, and it promises to offer a fitting conclusion to the series. After all, the world of The Handmaid's Tale has always been a tense, oppressive one, and while its conclusion is inevitable, it will likely be one that fans won't forget. As we head into The Handmaid's Tale Season 6, there's a lot at stake for the characters, and we might see some major deaths. While characters like June, Aunt Lydia, and June's daughters seem safe thanks to the Testament sequel, others aren't as lucky. Even though June's story might continue in the Testaments, it doesn't mean she's completely safe. We know the show isn't afraid to show the harsh realities of Gilead, so no one's life is guaranteed, especially with the violence always lurking around the corner. Throughout the series, June has been fighting against Gilead's oppression. Women, especially those deemed fertile like June, are treated as property, forced to have children for high-ranking couples. Even though June made it to Canada with one of her daughters, the fight isn't over. She's still up against Gilead's cruelty and the growing anti-refugee sentiment in Canada, all while trying to bring her broken family back together. With the story reaching its conclusion, there's no doubt some major character deaths are coming. Moira, June's best friend, has been there from the start. She's stuck by June's side, even in the toughest times. Over the seasons, she's played a big role in helping other refugees, even risking her own safety. Given how Gilead treats queer people, it would feel wrong to kill Moira off. She's been fighting the system in her own way, and her death would be a senseless, cruel blow to the story. Rita, who has always been a huge ally to June, is another character whose fate seems safe. Though she's been through a lot, having lost her son and endured Gilead's abuse, Rita's survival and her ongoing work to help others make her a key part of the resistance. She might not be as central as June, but she's still a crucial figure in the fight against Gilead. Naomi Lawrence is set to have a bigger role in Season 6 thanks to a promotion for actress Ever Carradine. Married to Commander Lawrence, Naomi has played a tricky role in Gilead, but her compassion for characters like Janine shows that she's not entirely evil. Her fate could go either way. Maybe she'll make a redemptive move or face her end in a way that ties up her arc. And let's not forget about Mark Tueo, the US government operative, who is another character whose life is in danger. He's been playing a risky game, manipulating people like Serena for his own purposes. As tensions rise in Canada, especially with anti-refugee sentiment increasing, it seems likely that Mark's actions will catch up with him and he could face a tragic end. Serena Joy's story is one of the most unpredictable. Over the seasons, she's been a constant thorn in June's side, yet their relationship has been complex, filled with both cooperation and betrayal. Serena could have a redemption arc in Season 6, though it's hard to say if she deserves one. Her role in founding Gilead's oppressive system means she might eventually face the consequences for her actions. However, with the Testaments on the horizon, it's possible Serena's story isn't quite over yet. With Season 6 being the last, it's clear that some of these characters might not make it to the end. There's a lot of ground to cover, and with Gilead's cruelty always looming, the show could end with some shocking deaths that will leave a lasting impact. And that's that for today's video. Thanks for watching, and we will see you in the next one. Your suggestions for future videos are always welcome in the comments below.